Did you know that over 70% of best-selling t-shirts are inspired by simple everyday conversations? Sometimes the most unlikely phrases can become design gold. And today, I'll show you how I found my latest inspiration from a TV interview. Let's head on over to my PC to get started. Let's go. Okay, so welcome to my computer screen. As you can see, I'm currently on YouTube. I've accessed a clip from The Tonight Show hosted by Jimmy Fallon. This particular episode was on a couple of nights ago, and Jimmy was interviewing Jerry Seinfeld, for those of you who don't know. And as I was watching the episode, Jerry Seinfeld said a few things that really caught my attention that made me think, hey, wow, these statements that he just stated could make for some really great t-shirt designs. And I'm going to play for you a very tiny clip of one quote or one statement that really rang true for me. And this is the statement that we're going to be using to create a t-shirt design today. So let me just play it.
The only thing in your life that's 100% on your side every day, every cup.
So I listened to the whole entire interview and actually extrapolated a few other interesting quotes that he stated, which I believe could also make for some good t-shirt designs. And I opened up a notepad and jotted them down. So let me just show you what the statements that I got from it. That was good coffee. Coffee, the only thing that is 100% on your side every day, every cup. Everything after my morning coffee is pretty much a pain in the ass. Coffee is there. Coffee has one job, and it does it. Coffee, the most important part of a human's life. So we got 6 really great statements that we could potentially use on a t-shirt design. And as I stated a few moments ago, I was going to go with the second one in terms of creating a really grunge vintage style type of t-shirt design that obviously isn't going to take me forever to create. And as many of you know now, in this day and age with the onset of AI, it is a fantastic tool to use to help cut down the processing time and just get a jump start on the ideas that are formulating inside my brain to get them down so that one, I don't forget about them, and two, I can make sure that my designs are going up in my respective print-on-demand marketplaces ASAP, so that I'm not procrastinating, I'm not taking long, to get them out, and that I don't miss the bus with respect to these particular designs. Okay, so now that I had my quotes, the first thing that I wanted to do is to make sure that none of these quotes were perhaps utilized by somebody before and had trademarked them, because obviously we don't want to have our designs taken down for copyright or trademark infringement. And the best way to do that is to hop on to tmhunt.com. Okay, so here we are on TM Hunt. I'll leave the link to this website in the description box down below. What you want to do is you want to copy and paste the quotation that you want to check to see if there is a trademark. But when you are on this page, the first thing you want to do is you want to click on split search, okay? And then we're going to just right click and choose place as plain text. Coffee, the only thing that is 100% on your side every day, every cup. And we're going to click on search. Now, you're going to get a whole bunch of different listings over here. What you want to do is you want to click where it says set to live and text, and that will just filter out a lot of the garbage that you don't need. And as you can see here, the whole entire phrase, there isn't a trademark against it or for it, basically just individual words. So with that said, we're good to go to create a design for this particular statement. The first thing that I did was I hopped on over to ChatGPT to help me generate a prompt to use in platforms like Ideogram and Leonardo.ai. So let's head on over to ChatGPT. So the first thing that I did was I explained very briefly to ChatGPT that I had found a coffee-related quote. I gave it the quote, and basically I asked it to generate a prompt to create a vintage grunge-style coffee-related design for a black t-shirt. I'm thinking that I would like the word coffee to feature prominently in the middle of the design in bold capital letters, and then the phrase, the only thing that is 100% on your side, to appear on the top in a half circle, and then the phrase every day, every cup to feature at the bottom of the design. Within the design, I would also like to fill it in with some coffee-related icons and graphics, but to keep things balanced and not overpower the design. Okay, and basically ChatGPT came back to me with a prompt, and you know what, don't always accept the first prompt that ChatGPT gives you. Sometimes, it's spot on, and other times you just might need to do a few tweaks to it to improve it even more. Guys, it's not going to get offended if you ask it to change things up. It's a tool to be used, so go ahead and feel free to use as much creativity, whatever it is that you're thinking about. Give it a try. You never know what kind of diamond in the rough you are going to find with respect to your designs. Okay, so basically I got my prompts, and basically I said, now great, can you suggest 2 other ways that this design could be featured on a t-shirt, and provide me with the appropriate text prompts for each, again keeping the vintage grunge style of design. Now that I had my prompts that ChatGPT formulated, it's time to head over to Ideogram.ai and Leonardo.ai to see which platform was going to provide me with the best design. Maybe perhaps both of them would be just as equal, or one would be better than the other. So we're going to find out right now. And here we are on the homepage of Ideogram. What we want to do is we just want to paste the prompt here into the field. Okay, so and for this example, I was using the second prompt. I'm going to copy all 3 of the prompts and put them in the description box below so that you could try it out yourself. Try to tweak them and put your own spin on it so that we're not all providing carbon copies of the same design. Okay, now what you want to do is before you click on generate, you want to make sure that magic prompt is on. This basically goes in and it enhances the prompt further to make sure that, you know, the AI gives you as close to an image in terms of what it is that you have in your mind, what you would like to generate. Aspect ratio, set it to 9:16, all right? And then basically just click generate. Now, I am using the free version of Ideogram, so there is a bit of waiting time that one has to go through. So while we're waiting for that, let's head on over to Leonardo and put the same prompt in and see what Leonardo comes back to us with. Okay, so here we are with Leonardo. We're just going to click on get started. We're obviously taken to the page that you see on the screen now. We're going to click on image creation. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to paste the prompt into the prompt box. Now, what we want to do is you want to play around with some design settings too as well. Okay, by default, the preset is set to Leonardo Phoenix. All right, but if you click on the drop down arrow over here, you've got other designs over here that you can actually utilize too as well. So if you want to click on graphic design, you can do so. And then, you know, you've got your contrast, generation mode. I will leave it set to fast. You want to make sure that your aspect ratio, the image dimensions, is set to 9:16. We don't see it over here, but we just click on more, and then we get another window open here, and just choose either TikTok 9:16 or mobile 9:16. Both will work in the same way. All right. Leave the number of images set to 4 because they do cost you credits for each image that you generate. And then if you want to go into advanced settings, you can change the model base and play around with any of the other models over here. Let's just set it to Leonardo Vision XL. So once you're happy, we're just going to click on the X here. We'll click on generate, and we will wait for Leonardo to generate the image. In the meantime, let's head on over to Ideogram. We're still waiting, so let's go back, and we're just going to wait here. Okay, so as you can see here, Leonardo really went off in left field here. But again, don't worry about it. With these kinds of platforms, there is a bit of trial and error. So let's just go back here. Instead of graphic design, let's head back to Leonardo Phoenix and see what the default preset comes back to us with. This one costs a few more credits or a few more coins. As you can see here, just above me, it's 24. But we'll click on that and we'll wait for it to come back to us with a design. Okay, so here we go. We already have some pretty interesting designs here. We do have to make sure that we check for spelling and grammar and syntax here. The only thing that is on 100% your side, obviously there's nothing in terms of coffee over here. The only thing that is 100% on your side, so you didn't get it on at all. But the last one here, the only thing that is 100% on your side, every cup, every day, and then we've got this picture of a coffee here. Let's head on over to Ideogram and see what it comes back to us with. Okay, so Ideogram has generated. So the first one here, it didn't get it right. We'll go to the next one. Okay, neither there. It got a little bit better. Okay, the only thing that is on 100% side, coffee every cup. Okay, no. The only thing that is 100% on your side, every day, every cup. Okay, so this is a lot closer to what it is that we were looking for here, all right? This I could easily change and fix up in Photoshop or Photopea. I could just move the O over here, and we would be good to go over there. Again, if you don't like it, you could always click generate and try again. So let's just do that right now. It's going to be generating. Again, because of the fact that we are using the free version, we do have to wait a bit. Now, let me show you some of the designs that I created using these prompts earlier on, so that obviously this video won't take too long. But I think you get the gist of it. Guys, you don't feel, that you can't try different things. Mix things up, try different settings. Again, you never know what these platforms are going to come back to. You might find that diamond in the rough from all of the designs that it generates. A lot of them will be gibberish. A lot of them will be terrible. But there will be those ones that really stand out. And once they stand out, and once you get that, you can upscale it and really go to town with providing your clients with some amazing designs. So let's just go down over here. These are the ones that I created earlier today. Coffee, the most important part of a human's life. Okay, this was another quote that Jerry Seinfeld stated during that interview. This one is actually quite good too as well. Coffee, the most important part of a human's life. And you've got those coffee stains in the background too as well. You will note that the prompt did state that the tones in terms of color should be coffee related colors too as well. So it did stick to it. Again, I'm not worried about the fact that it is superimposed it on a t-shirt. I can easily get rid of that in any of the image editing programs that I use. Coffee, the most important part of a human's life. This one was actually pretty good too as well. By the looks of it, we don't have any spelling mistakes, so that could definitely be one that I would consider downloading and removing the background from. All right, so there are a few that really worked well. Let's head on over to Ideogram so that I can show you what I created already. All right, so again, here's one. Coffee, the most important part of a human's life. Ideogram arguably is a lot better than Leonardo with respect to generating designs that are text dominated. So if you are short for time and you have to choose between one or the other, and you don't really want to wait too long for the image generations, I would definitely go for Ideogram at the time of recording this particular video. It is just a little bit better than Leonardo in terms of creating these text related designs. All right, the only thing that is 100% on your side, every day, every cup. Here's the one. This is the diamond in the rough from the batch that I created, at least in my opinion. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree. But take a look at this design. We've got that grunge vintage style text in the word coffee. Obviously, the entire design is sort of like a latte color. The graphic of the coffee mug, or rather the coffee cup, is great. Again, I'm not too worried about, this grunge style around the perimeter of the design. That could easily be extrapolated, and obviously this design could be placed on a coffee mug, a t-shirt, a hoodie, or any of the other items that are being sold in the print-on-demand industry. And, it really didn't take me long to create this particular design. So guys, as I stated earlier on in this particular episode, 70% of design ideas, inspirations, more often than not, come from the most unlikely of places. You could be sitting down, relaxing after a hard day at work, or maybe after putting the kids to bed, watching some television program, or even maybe watching commercials on TV or whatnot, and you just hear that statement that, an actor on television quotes. And that could be the catalyst, that could be the bell ringing in your brain to create a design based on that quote. And that could actually be the one that really appeals to your clients, to your customer base, and brings you a load of sales. So make sure you always have a pad and a pencil, or maybe a notepad on your mobile device or on a tablet, so that if you do hear something, don't rely on your memory to say, oh, don't worry, I'll remember it and I'll write it down before I go to bed or tomorrow morning. You won't remember it. Forget it. There'll be so many other distractions that you'll forget about it. Grab that moment. Grab something, even if it's just a scrap piece of paper, and write it down. You'll be thankful that you did, because once you have a design like what you see on the screen here on a t-shirt, on a coffee mug that you're offering for sale, and you start seeing those sales come in because somewhere out there a person is looking for that design with that particular quotation, that statement, you'll be happy you did. So I certainly hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you got value out of it, do me a favor, smash that like button. If you're new to this channel, hey, why not consider subscribing? We'd love to have you in our YouTube community. And now I want to invite you to click on the thumbnail, which has just appeared on the screen right now, bent on helping you to reach more success with your print-on-demand business. Thanks for watching. I'll see you there.